All right, this is Josh Shanley again, and just putting together another short video. In this one, we're going to focus on what I learned from the first two um, mobile home investments. And if you haven't watched those videos first, go back and watch those first, because this will make a lot more sense after you watch those. So, a couple of things that I learned here, and really I could have made a much longer list, but at least this sort of highlights most of the more important things that I learned. I learned that I've sold the first one too cheap. Now, when I sold the one that the first one I did, I sold it for 14.9. It was a 3-bed, 2-bath. It was a 1988, and so it wasn't too old. And it also had a really nice addition. It had a covered porch. It had a nice shed. It was all the way at the back of the park, so it had a beautiful view of an orchard. It was great, great home. At the same time I was selling mine, there was a 2-bed, 1-bath home listed with a realtor. It was significantly older. I think it was like 10 years older. Now, it had been renovated and was good in shape, but they were trying to sell it for like 21,000. So in hindsight, I could have asked probably a lot more and still gotten it because of the fact that I was offering owner financing. I was creating the value through the owner financing. So again, didn't make out too bad, but in hindsight, I could have sold that first one for a lot more than what I was able to. Another thing I learned is I took too long rehabbing the second one, and really, when I look back at it, it was a little too long rehabbing the first one. Also, I probably could have cut that time down to a 2 week, and then maybe gotten it filled in 2 weeks, and cut down my lot rent, my overhead there. But so if you're getting into these that need work, depending on whether you're doing the work or you're hiring it out, you just need to make sure that you really stay on top of it, get it done as quickly as possible, because you want to get that thing sold as quickly as possible. I mean, one of the great things about these is there isn't debt service on them. You're paying cash, so you don't have a mortgage. You don't have, if you've got a $100,000 house and a $100,000 mortgage that you're renting to a tenant, when that thing goes vacant, um, that's a big alligator eating your cash flow. We don't have that debt here, but you still do have the lot rent, and you want to get out of that lot rent as quickly as possible. Another thing I learned is I didn't really know how to market these homes the fastest, for the fastest resale. And I've got a better system now. I learned a lot of things. Just real quick, what I was doing, which was not the right way to do it, was I was focusing on the price that I was selling it for. I've learned now that you want to focus on the monthly payment that someone will have to pay to purchase the home. So it's much like buying a car. Most people, when they go and buy a car, and I want to say financially less savvy folks, um, they will go and they'll buy according to what the monthly payment is, not necessarily what the price of the home is. Well, we found that to be the case in selling these homes. Quite often, our buyers don't even know what the price of the home is until we're finalizing the deal. They just know what the monthly payment is. I think I mentioned this in the early video. I bought the first one without park approval. Again, you want to make sure that you get park approval on these. I learned a lot about the power of compounding, and I thought I knew a lot about that, but I certainly learned a ton more through this experience of these first two deals. I learned that I got to set the market value because owner financing is awesome. By offering owner financing, I got to set the value because most of the mobile homes out there right now are being sold for cash. It's very, very difficult to get conventional mobile home financing. And so when you are offering terms like this, you can command the market. Now, obviously, you don't want to gouge people and you don't want to be unfair, but you can set you can set the price essentially. And one of the things that I do is I look at what are other mobile homes that are listed in the MLS. I mean, I don't know if in your area you may or may not have mobile homes in your MLS, but our MLS system has mobile homes. So I use that as a guideline, and if I figure if I'm right about at the prices that are the properties on the MLS, I'm going to sell because I'm offering owner financing where they're not. So those are just some of the things that I learned with these first couple investments. I've applied what I've learned moving forward. And the next video, we're going to show you a recent client of ours. We're going to show you their investment and just how the numbers ended up working out for them. So I thank you for your time. Again, for more information, check out the video at the bottom of the screen, the link at the bottom of the video here on the screen, and you can get some more information about how you can start creating your own portfolio of these wonderful little passive income investments. And that's all for now. Have a great day.